How we doing today? Nick. Yes, John. What's up, guys? How are we feeling? Feeling recovered from the weekend? Dean, double header. Alyssa, Anne Marie, Jenna. My gang. I wish, guys, sometimes I could see you all in person and not just your name on a screen. One day. Happy Monday. Our strength today is squats. So we are going to need one dumbbell. So really not too much. Yeah, Nick, you slept through my 10 a.m. Some of us, like Dean, were awake for my 10 a.m. and we did a double header. That's okay. It's all good. So anyways, we need a single dumbbell for squats, but if you don't have a dumbbell, you can also use a backpack for squats. You could use a single kettlebell, really anything, just an object, but you only need one of it. So you're gonna need it for a lunger. I'm gonna call this a lunger. It's a combination of a lunge thruster, and you're gonna need it for a chest press and a hollow hold. You're gonna need it for pull throughs, and you're gonna need it for weighted squats. So grab your one object, and then we'll get this party started. Give people a few more minutes to sign on here. And for those of us who are just signing on, it is Monday. Happy Monday, in case you needed that reminder. Monday means a squat focus day, and for our squats today, we only need one object, whether that's a single dumbbell, a single kettlebell, a single backpack. We're gonna kind of get creative with this single object throughout the rest of our class. Carol, Yasmin, Jess. I feel like I know a majority of you. Some of you I don't know, but I feel like I know you because I see your name every day. It's awesome. All right, it's officially, what's up, Mark? 12:01. So let's get warmed up. Go ahead, we're gonna start a light jog in place. As always, if you feel like getting creative and running backwards and forwards, you can do so. We're just starting to get moving here. Nothing too crazy. I don't know if you guys have been working the whole morning. Maybe you've been sleeping up until noon. No judgment, whatever works for you. And let's go Frankenstein walks or kicks. So you're kicking your foot up to your opposite hand, opening up those hamstrings, waking up those legs here. Good. Keeping your legs straight and back to a nice light jog. You can run forwards and backwards depending on how big your house or apartment is. Mine is quite small, as you can see. And now let's go cherry picker. So reaching for the ground, kicking that back leg up, opening up these hamstrings again. You can keep a soft bend in that standing leg if that feels better. Depends how flexible you are. Good, and now let's kind of go into like a boxer shuffle, bouncing back and forth on our toes. Good. And find a squat stance, feet shoulder width apart. Let's knock out some air squats. So reaching your butt back, driving your knees out, pause at the bottom. So I'm gonna wait here for everyone to meet me. And I want you to wiggle your toes a bit. I want you to push your heels into the floor. And now reach your arms up overhead. Yep, keep driving your knees out. Feel that tension. We're all here together, folks. And stand up. All right, keeping your arms up overhead. Let's knock out some air squats. Thinking about those same principles. Knees drive out, butt reaches back, and your weight stays back in the heels. So reaching the hips back first, and then sitting down. Can we go a little faster here? Good, and let's go back to our jog. However you're jogging, backwards and forwards, jogging in place. Let's knock out some jumping jacks. Good. And reverse lunges. Hold your hands at your shoulders, lunge back. As you stand up, press your arms overhead, back down and switch legs. We're calling these lungers our lunge slash thruster combo. Couple more. So it's lunge back. As you bring your feet together, press overhead. Let's do 2 more, 1 on each leg. Good, back to squats, this time out a jump. It can be a really tall jump, or if you're not really jumping, it can be just a soft bounce at the top. Either one. Let's do 3 more. So that was 3, 2, 1, and inchworm your way to a high plank position here. Let's just hold this high plank and notice a couple things. Take a checklist. Are your hands underneath your shoulders? Are you squeezing your legs, squeezing your butt, pushing yourself away from the floor? Cool. Move my dumbbell out of the way for a second, so stay there. Now shift your weight forward slightly, elbows track back. Give me a push-up or drop to your knees. Give me a push-up, and now give me 5 more push-ups. 2, 3, 4, 5, good. Rotate onto your back. Let's find a hollow body. Take your feet up, tabletop position. Crunch your shoulders up off the floor, feeling those shoulders lifted. Straighten your legs. Good, and now let's just hold and breathe. Now bring your arms directly up over your shoulders and pretend you have dumbbells going to a bench press here. So legs can be straight, legs can tuck into a ball, legs can lower down as long as that back stays flat. Keep air chest pressing. Good, now hands behind your head, knees tuck in, bicycles, just a couple bicycles, nice and slow. I want you to think about rotating your whole torso, not just frantically twisting your neck. Give me 3 more, 2, 1, and relax. We are officially all warmed up here. So our strength today is going to be squats. You're gonna need your single dumbbell or your backpack. So if you have your backpack, you're gonna hold it up at your chest like a goblet and do goblet squats, or you can hold it on one shoulder and do single side front squats. If you have a dumbbell, you have those 2 options. You can hold it at your chest for a goblet, or you can hold it on one side for single arm front squats. I'm gonna go single arm. So that's our first minute. We are going here for squats in 3, 2, 1, and go. So I'm on my right side, up and down. We've got a minute of squats here. If you are going on these single arm squats, whether with your backpack or your dumbbell, notice that core. You should feel your core engaged here on the left side to counterbalance that rotation. And then notice your feet, right? Same as our warm-up, reaching that butt back, driving your knees out, and then really push the floor away. We know we only have squats 3 rounds, so for the last 15 seconds, can you pick up the pace, keeping that elbow high? Good. Couple more squats here. Stay with me all the way to the end of this minute. 2, 1, and rest. So our movement in between are plank pull-throughs. So set your dumbbell or your backpack up on your right side, and I want your hands in front of that dumbbell so you have space to clear it through. You're gonna reach with your left, pull it across, and then switch sides. Ready? We're going here for a full minute. In 3, 2, 1, and plank pull through. So Maybe you need to spread your feet a little wider in the back. That's okay. And then challenge yourself, don't move through your hips, right? Don't rock side to side. We're not a boat rocking on water. We're using our obliques and our core to stabilize our shoulder strength, to balance on that one arm. And we're pulling through here. Good, squeezing your butt tight. Find that checklist. Are your hands still underneath your shoulders, or did they move forward? I guarantee some of you are looking like this. Walk them back. Keep yourself accountable here. We have 10 more seconds. Good. Couple more pulls. Can you give me one more? And relax. All right. This time we have squats on our left side. Safe squats with a knee injury. I want you to focus on reaching your butt back and driving your knees out. Just go as low as you can. You don't need to hit that full range of motion, but what you do need to do is send your butt back first. Load up your glutes and your hamstrings. So grab that dumbbell. Let's practice this all together. 2, 1, and go. Butt goes back, driving those knees out. So in our squat, driving the knees out, only go as low as you can. If you can get that full depth, do it. Spinning the knees out, reaching the hips back, keeping the weight shifted towards your heel, towards the midfoot, because this way we load our hips and our hamstrings and we don't load our knees. If you don't send your hips back to start that movement, you put all the weight and the pressure into your knees. There we go. Got less than a minute here. Keep squatting. If you can pick up the pace, pick up the pace for a couple more. Keeping that elbow lifted. 2, 1, rest. All right, we've got plank pull-throughs again. So let's go ahead and set up. Before we get into our plank pull-throughs, meet me in a low plank. We're gonna do an active recovery here. So we have 15 seconds. Instead of resting, we're holding our low plank. And then in 7 seconds, we're gonna push up to a high plank. 3, 2, 1. Push up to your high plank. Start those pull-throughs. Good, keeping that body tight. If this becomes too much, drop to your knees. You can always do it this way, or get right back to your toes. Maybe you take a short rest on your knees, and then you get right back to it. Here we go. But here, go nice and slow. Notice where you place your hand after you do your pull through. Notice your hips. Staying strong, not rocking like a boat. Squeezing your butt. There we go. We've got 10 more seconds. Give me one more pull through and rest. All right, this time we're going 30 seconds on one, 30 seconds on the other. Bring that dumbbell to your shoulders. Go in here in 3, 2, 1, and squats. I lied. When I said 30 seconds, I meant 45. Minor detail. But keeping that elbow up nice and strong here. Chest proud. You know the drill on the lower body. With these squats, you'll feel that right arm working in these front squats. Believe me, I do too. We've got 15 more seconds. Now we're gonna switch sides, so fight through it. Maybe you feel your upper back. I do too, that's good. 5 more seconds. Switch arms, now. 45 more seconds of squats. There we go. Keep it up here. If your weight is heavier, doesn't have to be very fast. In this strength portion, we want to get more comfortable with these movements. We want to really feel what they feel like, what they're supposed to feel like. 15 seconds. Our strength piece isn't for speed. It's about building those repetitions, that range of motion, and rest. All right, plank pull-throughs. Final minute here, going in 10 seconds. So we can just take a normal rest. But that rest is ending now. 2, 1, plank pull-throughs, last minute. Maybe you pull a little further. So what does it feel like to reach further across? You feel your obliques a little more? Squeeze your butt. What does it feel like not to move your hips at all? So squeeze your legs with control, keeping your whole body strong. There we go. Shifting that weight forward so hands stay underneath your shoulders. We've got less than 20 seconds. If you need a rest, drop to your knees and do it. Or maybe just hold plank, but try not to rest. Fight through the last 10 seconds with me. That's all we have left. Good. Last one, and time. All right, strength is done. Moving on to our circuit. For our circuit today, I know it's backwards, we have 3 5-minute strong circuits, or as many rounds as possible. So first 5 minutes, we're doing our lungers. So that's a reverse lunge into our overhead press. I'll show you what that looks like with weight. 10 total, so 5 each leg, followed by 5 tuck jumps. I know you love that. Or 5 squat jumps. Then we have 5 minutes. 15 push-ups, simple. 30 bicycle crunches, simple. As many rounds as you can. Last 5 minutes, 10 hollow hold chest press, and 20 skaters. All right, so real fast, these movements with our weight, either backpack or dumbbell. So lunge, you're gonna lunge back, stand up, press overhead, lunge back, press overhead. That's our lunger. And then our hollow hold chest press is just what we warmed up without weight. All right? So without further ado, if I don't have any questions, we're gonna get started. There's no rest. So 5 minutes to the next 5 minutes to the next 5 minutes, rest when you need. 10 reverse lunge overhead press, 5 tuck jumps, or 5 squat jumps. 3, 2, 1, here we go. First 5 minutes has started. So holding that weight at your chest, lunge and press, that's 1. We've got 10 total. After these, you have squat jumps or tuck jumps. There we go. If you have 2 dumbbells, you can do this 1 in each arm as well. After your 10, 5 squat jumps. If you're leveling it up to a tuck jump, tuck those knees into your chest. How high can you get? If you're doing a squat jump, down and up. Then we're right back to those lungers. Maybe you can do 1 arm at a time. So lunge and press. Vary it up. This is harder. 3. So I'm going right leg back, and as I bring my feet together, I'm pressing my right arm up. So on my left side, I'm stepping back, and then as I bring my feet together, I'm pressing that dumbbell overhead. This is what it would look like for a single arm, single leg. There we go. Right back to those tuck jumps. On knees. Can you get those knees all the way up? How high can you jump? Use your arms, go back, jump up. All right. Go back to option A with the lunges. That's holding this at your chest. Lunge and press. Down as you stand up. Use that power of standing up to help press overhead, just like a thruster. There we go. And after those 10, solid tuck jumps again. Load the hips and the arms, jump up. Helps for box jumps, right? Getting that height. If we're not tuck jumping, you're squatting and giving me a jump at the top. We have 2 minutes left in these first 5 minutes. Going back to single arm. So same arm, same leg. There we go. Driving through that heel. Chest proud. Shoulders to the sky. Then switch. 5 and 5. There we go. We're approaching that final minute of our first 5. Last tuck jump. All right, 60 seconds, then we move on. Let's get through another round together. Wherever you are, keep moving. Just know, when this ends, we're done with these movements. That's the beauty of this. Big deep breaths. Drive off that front foot. Good. We've got 15 seconds. Then we move on to push-ups and bicycle crunches. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 15 push-ups. 30 bicycles. Go. So in those push-ups, finding your plank. If you're on your knees, chest comes through your hands. If you're on your toes, same thing. Give me 15. Big deep breaths to calm your breathing. And I want you to spin your shoulders down and back. Inside your elbow goes forward. That's gonna help keep control of your push-up. Small sets. I'm trying to go for 5 at a time. Shake it out and then another 5. However you need to. Core tight, legs tight. Remember, the stronger our whole body is, the easier it is to move. So if you're loose like a noodle, you're making your life harder. After those 15, you've got bicycle crunches, 30. Alternating, 3, 4, 5, etc. I want you to twist through your torso and not pull your neck. So arms are lightly by your ears. Point your toes,
Low back stays flat. After those, right back to your push-ups. You know the drill. Small sets, squeeze your legs, spin the floor apart, chest comes through the hands. Work the range of motion. Maybe you're working on lowering and then pushing up on your knees, and then lowering, pushing up on your knees. That works too. All right, here we go. Fight through it. Shake out those arms. Another set. And my last 5. Break them up into smaller sets. Keep the range of motion strong. And my last one. Back to bicycles. We're halfway there. 2.5 minutes down, 2.5 to go. Point your toes. Make it look pretty. There we go. Good. Keep moving. Keep working through this. Hands are light. Legs are strong. Good. Maybe we get another full round. Let's see what we can do. Back to our push-ups. If you're on your knees, I don't want your butt up like this. Send your hips down towards the ground. Then give me those push-ups, keeping your body in one straight line. Just takes out the other half of your body. You're still working those arms. We've got 90 seconds, so keep moving. Hands are right under those shoulders. Elbows go back. Abs tight, butt tight. Then back to those bicycles. Small sets, short rest. That's the name of the game here. We've got our final minute. Can you twist even more? Like in that hollow hold. There we go. Rotate. Move that chest. Follow with your eyes. The more you can twist, the more you'll get out of this. It's not a neck exercise. 35 seconds. There we go. 30 seconds. Whatever movement you're doing, I want you to keep going. Keep working through these. After this, we have our chest press and skater jumps, all right? So get ready to go on your back in 10 seconds. Flipping on your back, finding your dumbbell or your backpack. 2, 1, and go. Hollow hold position. Shoulders crunched up, legs straight, up and down 10 times. Look straight up at the ceiling. Focus on your core, back into the mat. Shoulders stay up, don't let them drop. After those 10, dumbbells on the floor, we have 20 skaters. Jumping and touching that other side. Try to balance. Squat down. There we go. 20 total. Can you get the length of your mat? We've done these so many times. We should be pros now. Adding in that curtsy lunge. And then you're right back on your back for more of those chest press. Here we go. Maybe this time you lower your legs, looking at your knees. Back stays flat. And then on your skaters, what does it look like to jump with more meaning balance, and touch. There we go. Keeping that chest forward. All 20 without stopping. Can you maintain that balance and keep going here? How wide can you get? All right, then you're right back on the floor for those chest presses again. Now, can you move a little quicker? Since we're coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. If it's too much with the weight, drop the weight and do it with just your arms. Can you lower your legs? What does that feel like? Once you've done 10 or about 10, whatever you're counting, back to those skaters. It's time to pick up the pace. Woo. Catch that balance. Up. Getting sloppy, take a rest. Right back to it. If you're not bending down and you're staying up, then I want you balancing on that leg. We're coming up on our final 2 minutes. Let's finish this. I'm gonna give you 10 more good skaters. Totally lost count. All right. Now, as you move into your next chest press, can you make your hollow hold a flutter kick, right? So finding that hollow hold position, can you flutter kick your legs as you press up and down 10 times? Some coordination. Look up at the ceiling. All right. Then right back to the skaters. Less than 90 seconds. In this skater, it's balance, curtsy lunge. Balance, curtsy lunge. Add in that lunge. And now, try to jump wider. Open those legs. Like a figure skater. Channel my youth. Yes, I was a competitive figure skater. For those of you who don't know me. All right, I think I have 4 left. 45 seconds. Here we go. Same thing on those chest press. Can you make it a flutter kick? So find that hollow body, shoulders up, legs straight, squeeze your butt, flutter kick. Give me 10 chest press. Good, look up at the ceiling. Back stays flat. All right, 5 seconds, whatever you're doing, keep moving. You're done in 2, 1, and time. All right, guys, awesome job. Let's go ahead and do a quick stretch. We're gonna stretch out our low back. So go ahead and lay flat on your back. And then hug your knees into your chest, pull them in tight. And now from here, push both knees to the right. Left arm is on the floor. Looking over that left shoulder. Gentle pressure with your right hand. Big deep breaths here. Finding that twist. Good, coming up through center again. Hug your knees in tight, push them over to the left. Looking over that right shoulder here. Big deep breaths. And come into a full body stretch. Legs straight, arms straight. Reach your hands and your feet as far as you can. Give me a sit up. Reaching forward for those feet. Keeping your chest lifted. Count 2 big breaths in and out. And 1 more in and out. Awesome, guys. Happy Monday. Thank you as always for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow. And then make sure you're here on Wednesday. It's gonna be an extra special class. Have a good one.